So I've been seeing some discussion brewing about the new Skate game and whether or not it's a solid successor to Skate 3. And honestly, I get why people are split. Skate 3 set the bar pretty high. The physics, the freedom, the vibe, it just hit different. Now with this new one, some fans are hyped about the updates, while others feel like it's missing the same soul that made the original so special. And today, or tonight, or whenever the hell you decide to click on this video, I'm going to be breaking down the good, the bad, and the ugly of what the new Skate has to offer. So let's start out with some of the new features the game has to offer. First up, we have parkour.
Parkour!
Yes, parkour. And you can do some pretty cool things too, like flips, climbing buildings, wall running, and rolling around curled up in a ball like you're a certain blue hedgehog. A lot of these mechanics can be used to do some pretty fun stuff, like doing a backflip into a bank and getting on your board last second, or reaching other areas of the map that were otherwise impossible to get to. You'll find it quite enjoyable once you get past the cartoonish look of the game, which I'll get to in a second. They've also tweaked a few mechanics like how flip tricks work. Depending on how fast or slow you flick the right stick, it'll be reminiscent in how fast you can flick or scoop said tricks. You're also now allowed to do these tricks for an infinite amount of time, as long as you have the hang time for it, that is. You can also now bone your ollies, which is done by holding the right stick up right after you do an ollie, which allows you to clear some gaps that you might have not been able to otherwise. Don't like the default pop height the game has to offer you? Don't worry, you can change that in the gameplay settings, reminiscent of the old difficulty settings in Skate 3. You can tweak these to make your clips look more realistic. There's also been some new quality of life improvements, like when grinding up something, instead of falling off your board the second you stop like how you did in Skate 3, you'll actually go back down, which opens up for more creative lines. And stalls actually work like stalls now. Now let's get into some of the bad that this game has to offer. I've been ignoring the big elephant in the room, the item shop. I mean, to be fair, it is a free game after all, and ever since Fortnite did it, this is the unfortunate norm we see in the modern gaming world today. For us free-to-play players, we get a loot box system. Whenever we complete challenges and level up, we get these vouchers that allow us to open up specific boxes that allow us to get one randomly selected clothing piece from the box. To my knowledge, duplicates do not exist, thankfully. So if you roll the same box 10 times, you're guaranteed to get all items. As much as I wish that we could go back to the days of Halo 3, where we can unlock armor pieces through achievements, I, unfortunately, don't see that happening anytime soon with AAA gaming. That said, it could be worse. As long as they don't start locking maps or create a park features behind the shop, I don't have a major issue with it. Oh, and speaking of Create a Park, it's missing. Entirely. Which brings me to my next topic. Before I start this section, I do want to say that EA does plan to add some of these missing features in the future. The game's still in its preview stage, so some things just aren't in it yet. So, with that being said, let's start off with the missing tricks. Dark catches, dark slides, foot plants, and grab grinds are all currently missing. Now I did give EA the benefit of the doubt for being in the preview stage, but these are features that already came fully shipped with Skate 3 at launch, so it's a little disappointing to see them absent here, especially when they were such a big part of the creative side of skating in the older games. A huge chunk of game modes that were in Skate 3 are entirely gone or gutted in the new Skate game. Death races, films, on-the-spot photos, and pro challenges are all currently gone. Multiplayer challenges, one of the main things that you think they would put into an open world multiplayer game, are currently not here. Want to play a skate game with your buddy? Too bad, because that's gone. Want to see you can get the highest score in 1UP? Too bad, that's currently missing. Well, it's replaced with this throwdown mode, where you just skate in one spot and see who can get the highest score, versus 1UP being played in sections of the map. Speaking of online, the game is always online. You cannot play this game offline no matter what. The replay editor is also missing a ton of features and is currently not very great. Remember when you can upload your own image to skate.ea and put it on your character or board? Too bad, that's also gone. Like I said earlier, Create a Park, one of the best features in Skate 3, is currently gone. In the roadmap for the game, however, they do say they plan on adding user-created parks. Though, I will say, I'm a bit skeptical about them potentially not adding tools from Skate 3 into the mode at release. Remember Hall of Meat? It's been replaced with this stunt mode, where the user can no longer break any of their bones. I understand that they want to appeal to more brands or whatnot, but it is quite unfortunate that part of something which made Skate 3 so funny is now gone, And that brings me to another big issue, the game's presentation. Because not only have some of the other core features been stripped back, but the visual style itself feels oddly cartoonish and bland, which clashes with the grounded vibe that used to define the older games. I mean, just take a look at some of the screenshots from the first two games. Despite their age, they still look grounded and somewhat realistic. Versus the new Skate, which looks, well, I mean, just look at it. At the end of the day, I don't think the new Skate is a bad game necessarily. It's just not there yet. There's potential, and when you're actually skating around the map, it still manages to capture some of that magic the old games had. But with so many missing features, weird design choices, and that overly cartoonish look, it's hard to see this as a true successor to Skate 3, at least for now. The foundation's solid though. If EA listens to feedback and actually delivers on the roadmap they've laid out, this could eventually grow into something special. But as it stands, it feels more like an early access experiment than the next big chapter in the Skate legacy. So for now, I'll keep an eye on it, keep my hopes cautious, and keep praying that one day we'll finally get a Skate 4 experience that we've all been waiting for. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you see potential in this new Skate? Or do you think EA's taken the soul out of the series? Either way, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.